Okay, very last thing that I'm going to talk about with temperature is the effects of humidity on temperature. Now, we'll talk more about humidity in a future investigation, but right now, I just want to talk about the effect that humidity has on human comfort. So, if you've ever wondered why your body sweats, it's because the atmosphere evaporates that sweat, cooling your body down. Well, when humidity variables are really high, the atmosphere can't do that. It cannot evaporate that sweat from your body. Therefore, in a real sense, your body's air conditioning system breaks down. And so this makes you feel much warmer than you would otherwise feel. And this brings us to a temperature called the heat index temperature. So we've already mentioned the wind chill temperature and the effect that the wind has on your body. Well, the heat index is the effect that humidity has on your body. And basically the same property or the same procedure works. You identify what the temperature is, and then you look down to where the relative humidity is. There's actually a calculator that I'm going to have you use a couple of times in this lab that'll help you do this. But basically the way that it works, you look for your temperature, then you scroll down to what your humidity is. So let's say we have a temperature of 92 and a humidity of 65%. That would give us a heat index of 108 degrees Fahrenheit. So on a 92 degree day with 65% relative humidity, it feels like 108 outside. Now here's the cool thing. When humidities are low, that can actually make it feel cooler than it actually is outside. So for example, on an 82 degree day, if the temperature outside, or on an 82 degree day, if the humidity outside is low, like 40%, sorry, it will actually feel cooler. And in this case, it'll only feel like 81 degrees. And the reason why this happens is if it's dry outside, more evaporation can happen. That causes your body to cool down more. And one of the reasons why we care about heat index is that the less that your body is capable of cooling itself, so high humidities basically cause that air conditioning system in your body to break down, the warmer your body gets. And if your body gets too warm, it can't function properly, and this triggers something called heat exhaustion. And if your body gets no relief, your body will begin to start to shut down at that point. And if you get no relief, if you don't get any cold water, if you don't get into a cold room, that can then actually deteriorate into what's called a heat stroke. And at that point, your body is falling apart. And so being aware of how humid it is outside, in addition to how warm it is outside, is very important. The last thing I'll say about heat index is that humidity only affects how it feels. It does not have any impact whatsoever on the actual air temperature, just on how it feels. And that's that for this module, or that's that for this investigation.